Hello and welcome. My name is Max and I will be your host for this series of events on this fine evening. Um, you know, I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about the ifs and ands and buts, but here we are. And, just wanted to try something new, something fun. I've always liked games and always been halfway decent at them, so I thought I'd try my hand at sharing it with everybody. Why this game, though? Well, I actually really like Salt and Sanctuary, and I don't think it gets a lot of love. Yeah, it's got its bugs and its flaws, but I do enjoy it. So, let's get started. And you got your basics set up for these types of games. So let's set them up a little bit. I've always been a fan of the bald and beautiful look with a nice trim beard. Some nice blues. Origin really doesn't matter. It just kind of changes how your character looks, and as far as I know, it doesn't have any significant impact on the game itself. So we're gonna say we set out from the Citadel. Sounds like a nice place. Class, I'm gonna stick with your basic knight, though you have a few other good options. Everyone has their own nice little set of starting gear. Effects are just some nice things to start with. Crystal Sphere lets you take over another sanctuary, which I'll get into that. Grasping Ring gives you a bit more salt, which I'll go into more as well. Amber Idol is a crafting recipe item you'll need for making some of the higher end weapons and shields. Stone Sword, that's a multiplayer item. It lets you bring a friend into the game world. And red shards are a consumable healer. Personally, I like starting off with the Amber Idol. Lets you get some better weapons and armor earlier in the game than you could. And if you really feel daring, you can come over here to the challenges and throw some fun things on. Now, I've beat this once, but it's been a while, and I don't think I'm quite good enough to try any of the challenges. So let's start off and let's have little old Max here set on his adventure to find salt in Sanctuary. This world has known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. We deliver the princess to the kingdom across the sea, where a marriage alliance would save us all. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. Pretty dire message, but one of hope. And now we're in game. Got our roll, our slash, our heavy slash. You can change it up so you can have your shield, or you can two-hand your sword. Jump. And breaking these will get you salt or coins, which are your two various money throughout the game. Alright. You there, stranger. We've been boarded in the night. They'll want to kidnap Our Lady, ransom her, protect her, and he kind of gets stabbed. And these guys are not too tough. Pretty standard fare for a beginning adventurer. Oh, grab the ledge and jump up. Let's climb our little ladder. See more people having fights. And if you stop here and take a moment, you can see that the princess is right up there, waiting for somebody to come save her. Little fun trick of getting them at the edge. And now you do have a riposte, which is a fun little stab move with a sword. Good way to take care of these earlier enemies. Another fun thing is you do have combos, so you can combine your light and heavy attacks to do different things. If you get on little platforms like this, you can drop down and gain some stuff, and then jump back up. Now, I'm going to do something a little weird here, probably. As you see, you do have an equipped load. I'm at 41 out of 44. So, you know, well, I've got quite a bit of weight. Let's drop that down a bit. Because we want that really nice fast roll. There's a reason for this. There's a very powerful enemy coming up on the other side of this door. And if you beat him, you get some really special stuff. And I'm going to try and show you guys, because I know a lot of people have trouble with him. Well, let's have fun. The Unspeakable Deep. A kraken in its truest form. Now this guy is tough. One shot will just about kill you. But you take off most of your armor, the shield, you get a faster roll, which basically... Oh no, and then I messed it up. I was going to show off a little bit, but screwed up. Oh well. Failing this mission will surely plunge us into darker days. I awoke to the sounds of waves washing on the rock, and I knew I was alive. I must find the princess. Now, honestly there, it doesn't really matter if you beat him or not. Same thing basically happens. You just get a lot of salt, which is your upgrades for your weapons and armor, as well as leveling up yourself. You also get some crafting items, which are pretty powerful. Maybe another time I'll actually play him seriously and fight. For now, it doesn't hurt to start off like this. So now we're here on the Shivering Shore. No sign of our boat or where we came from. Oh, pretty dark and dreary. Well, all we could do is press on. And there's a man here. Well, hello there. You're just a fleshy bit of flotsam washed ashore with the rest of us, You'll want shelter. You'll want sanctuary. But what is a sanctuary without faith? There's an empty sanctuary up the beach. You can claim it for your creed. Tell me, do you keep the new gods? I'm not really a big fan of the new gods. You don't keep the new gods. Rare. So are you a pilgrim of Devra? Sort has been dying out for centuries, I'm afraid. Can't really say I know her. No? Do you hold no gods at all? You're either brave, foolish, or you're from the north. You don't look particularly brave, but you don't seem particularly foolish either. Are you a mountainsmith? Why yes, I do place my faith more in the steel and will of man than gods. Men from the mountains of the northern continent of Markdor are iron ones. They believe in no gods, believing instead in the iron will of man. They love steel, but hate magic. Are you a member of the Iron Ones, then? Oh, yeah, I just kind of said I did. You're a member of the Iron Ones, eh? No gods will help you here. Accept this metal icon, then. Now, what those is basically, those are how you claim your faith. As you can see, I got the metal icon. I am now a mountainsmith, which I can change as I progress through the game if I wish to go to something else. It doesn't have a big impact on the game. See if you guys else say. You survived a shipwreck, didn't you? This island is full of shipwrecked sailors like you. I stand here on the beach. I see men drown. I see men survive, but I never see rescue. Perhaps this island is cursed, but weren't you already thinking that? Pretty much. I mean, seems pretty. So, but have I seen a princess? Perhaps. Perhaps. Why is a princess so important? Living or dead, or all the same flesh here. Maybe I'm your princess, adorned in the skin of a decrepit old man. Well, go find your princess. You know what they say. A quest goes a long way to keeping the madness at bay. You got anything else for us, old man? Sanctuary is simple, but salvation is not. Truer words have never been spoken. Interesting character, this one. We'll have to keep an eye out for him in the future. And these are our little tutorials. Block, parry, stuff you kind of had to figure out on your own till now. You got some simple enemies. Zombie. Little launcher combo with a bring down. First chest, which has a sanctuary key. Let's see what that is. Sanctuary key, a simple key. It's attached to a leather fob with "Find Sanctuary" inscribed it in the common tongue of Ascaria. Seems like Sanctuary is pretty important. And what's this? This be the Sanctuary? Claim it. We shall claim it for the Mountainsmith, and put our faith in steel and the iron will of man. Which, as you can see, our Sanctuary is adorned with steel. Rather, personally, my favorite of the 3 backgrounds that you can start with, and there are secret ones you find later. And then it gives us our Hardy Roll, which is our healing item. Eat it to regenerate health. You have 3, and every time you rest at the Sanctuary, you get it refilled. So now we can level up, make offerings, which I have nothing to offer, which would be like your stone cell sword, other stone stuff that you find, which we'll get into those more later as we go along. You have your Tree of Skill, which this is your special stuff. This is how you gain new abilities. Being the warrior, I start off with level 1 sword fighter, so I can use level 1 swords and 2-hand level 1 great swords. And then, if it lets me, I have the class 1 heavy armor, so I can start off wearing heavier armor than normal. And one of the really cool things about these, every single one of these has a different flavor text to it. I might go through and read them. For now, we'll just go ahead and level up. See what we can. Oh, no, I can't level up, so never mind. Well, I think that's a good enough little run for here. Well, I hope you all enjoyed. My name is Max, and I hope to see you again in the future. Bye.